Alrighty guys, what's going on today? So today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the KRK Rokit Amplifiers. For those of you who don't know about KRK Rokits, or you want a little bit of history, KRK began manufacturing their studio monitors back in 2003 with the Generation 1 studio monitors. We are now in 2020 and you are looking at the KRK Rokit G4 8s. G4, of course, standing for Generation 4, and 8 standing for 8-inch low-frequency driver. These have come quite a long way in terms of design, in terms of sound quality, in terms of, just really everything, honestly, in terms of technology as well. I think they've really kind of set themselves up as a really, really powerful yet budget-friendly studio monitor. And I wanted to kind of get into, their amplifiers so that you could kind of have a better understanding of what you get when you purchase some of these. So these specific KRK Rokits, the G4s, come with a custom Class D power amplifier. Now the other KRK studio monitors in the lineup come with different classes of amplifier. Some come with Class A, some come with Class AB. There may be some with Class C, and this one is Class D. Now, you don't really have to understand the differences between the classes, because that's, really getting down into kind of electronics, and it's just more of a technical side. But if you guys are interested, the Class D amplifiers, just as kind of an overview, they use basically some form of like pulse width modulation, and that's what controls the output devices. So, the conduction angle of each device, it's not directly related to the input signal, but instead it varies in pulse width. So the cool thing about these Class D amplifiers is that they're really, really powerful, and they kind of drive the speakers a lot more evenly and a lot more efficiently, while at lower operating temperatures. So essentially it's helping to improve the overall integrity of your audio. You're not going to be, getting any sort of distortion if you start to drive your monitors pretty loud, which is nice. That's also due to the fact that these amplifiers come with a built-in limiter. It's a built-in Brickwall Limiter. It automatically engages when the amp level goes to maximum, and this helps to do a bunch of things. For starters, helps to, again, provide you with a far more balanced sound across the frequency spectrum. You're not going to get that distortion. You're not going to get weird harmonics or fuzziness in your sound. It also helps to protect the system overall. Of course, you don't want your monitors to blow out if you start listening to them at loud volumes. And so that's going to help to protect them from getting too hot where your speakers are blown. And then this kind of thing you can find in most modern studio monitors, but it's very important to note that they did add that in there. So it's a little bit of a safety net, if you will. They also just improved the dynamics, made it a lot wider. From the lows to the highs, you can really enjoy the entire frequency spectrum. So yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to these studio monitors and their amplifiers. The KRK, again, does use a Class D power amplifier, and I encourage you to explore the differences between them, because it is really interesting and it's cool to just know, what you're getting. All right, if you guys have any questions about the KRK Rokit amplifiers, or if you have any insights into why you like them or don't, please feel free to leave them in the comments. All right, take it easy.